my lesson. I've taken a word from his message. This is my confession. This is high confessions. This is high confessions. Look who you tried to save. Look how they tried to do you. You only pumped your brakes because they was trying to move you. There are higher stakes. They just be trying to confuse you. They trying to make you break, but I refuse to. We're bound with blessings. Done stressing my way in depression. I've learned my lesson. I've taken a word from his message. This is my confession. This is high confessions. This is high confessions. Look who you tried to save. Look how they tried to do you. You only pumped your brakes because they was trying to move you. There are higher stakes. They just be trying to confuse you. They trying to make you break, but I refuse to. We're bound with blessings. Done stressing my way in depression. I've learned my lesson. I've taken a word from his message. This is my confession. This is high confessions. This is high confessions. Look.
Welcome to High Confessions 369. You guys, it's been a long week. So you see the title, you see the thumbnail. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to have my panel introduce themselves. So we're giving everybody a few to log on in, and we're going to get going. This is your girl, Celeste T, and it's time to get it cracking.
Hey y'all, it's Tokyo here with the production work. Thank y'all for watching.
What's good, y'all? It's BV Yosai, Big Vote.
Hello, I'm New Nina Rice. You can check me out on Facebook.
Hey guys, how y'all week been going?
We've been smooth. We've been smooth.
That's good. That's good. It's been going well for me too.
Yeah, I've been having a good week as well.
Y'all ready to dive in this week discussion?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. BET, some people criticizing the music that was, getting played while awards were getting handed out. Some losses we had, news, and some celebrity stuff that's been happening recently. But we got this video, and it's new to me. I don't know how it's new to anyone else. But I guess there is a White and Proud Twitter account, and the Black community has found it. Yes, we have, and we colonized for the first time in forever. Yes, we did. We colonized. Yes, and I have video and proof. Here it is.
There's a White and Proud Facebook group that is currently being taken over by Black people. Somehow we found the group, and now people are mad because all the white people are like, why are there so many Black people? I can't breathe. So we're We're gonna start with this bad boy. They said the blacks have infiltrated this group. We can't have shit. Somebody said first time getting caught. Which then, of course, black man follows up with this post. And then, of course, we get this post where somebody's like, if you aren't white, you need to leave this group. Don't y'all know how to read or whatever? And then this white lady, Mandy, our ally, said, I've invited them. Then we got some more responses. We just invading spaces that nobody wants us at. Sound familiar? And we got this. And and then this. Wait, I forgot the best part. They realized they were being infiltrated, so they made it to where you have to fill out a form in order to join the group. These are the questions. Are you white? Are you proud of your heritage? Are you proud of your culture? And then keep it white, dark-skinned individuals. Please make your own page. Please leave. Can't you do anything yourselves? Black people ain't got no kind of sense, and I love us for it.
How y'all feeling?
That shit had me dying laughing. I was cracking up. They said, "Oh, they got colonized." What?
Hey, look. Next thing we should do is go to the KKK rallies. All the black.
No.
All the motherfucking.
We
black.
don't even want to talk about them because I really feel like an initiation is going on because too many of us black people are hanging around. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that shit.
Nah, I really think you don't want to talk about it because we watched Grease and I was pointing out all the KKK reference that they had. One black person in that festival and now a body is getting burned. I'm like, come on now.
You said
Come
Grease.
on now, don't do
Yeah,
Grease like
Grease.
that.
Grease,
I was trying to show her
1978.
You talking about the movie?
The original?
The movie Grease?
like that.
And you know, after they get done with their little rally and whatever, they dancing around a ball of fire. And then after the thing is legit is done, they show like a little they pan the camera to it looked like a cross and it has like what the black guy was wearing on the cross with a body getting burnt.
When was
And
that?
I
I'm
did
like,
not see that. I did not see
bruh,
that in Greece.
I pointed it out. How you did not see it? I pointed it out as it, and you was like, "Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing."
I wanted to get to my song, but it's okay.
When the fuck did y'all watch Grease?
She want
Grease is the word.
okay, so it got into like this. We was talking about hairspray or whatever, and then I said, "Oh, you should watch Grease," because it got onto John Travolta, and she's like, "Who is that?" And I was like, the mom from Hairspray." And then that's how it
That nigga
got
did
to
play-
Grease.
Go ahead.
And then we started talking about how John Travolta was in Greece, look like and act like that one dude from Bad Boys Dominican, Lynx.
If we kind of added it up, it kind of looked like it. Links just move in a weird way.
Yeah, he moved like him a little bit, but
Yeah,
that's
Bad
to
Boy
get off topic.
Dominican.
Yeah.
It's
My
My
reality
bad, wasn't
stuff.
trying to get off topic. But that's crazy. They had a white fan page or something.
Yeah, they did. They had a White and Proud Twitter account
Yeah.
or Facebook account that you like, just be white and proud.
Yeah, now we got
I mean, all of us are proud. Why can't we join a page?
Because we ain't white.
But ain't we all proud?
They Jim Crow the online social medias.
That's like them coming and saying, why can't my white self be here? I'm proud. Y'all black and y'all proud. You know why they home we can't be there. The same reason we don't want them in our dead.
That's why we should go to the KKK rallies and
Fuck
infiltrate,
that.
make them uncomfortable.
Shit.
I don't know, man.
You
They
can
might-
go to a KKK rally. I ain't got the time or the
I ain't
patience.
gonna go there if I'm just one solo nigga.
I mean, how you
That's
gonna
how
go
you
to
come up
one
there.
when you see them every day? Your officers, your judges, your senators, your congressmen,
Hey, look, sometimes even your
your
rappers.
president.
Sometimes even your rappers.
Yep.
You could be a white supremacist and not be white. You know what I mean? If you move.
But you know what I don't never get? They get mad at us when we tell them, oh, it shouldn't be no KKK or anything like that because they didn't want us to have the Black Panther Party. Maybe they should have changed their name to something else because when you say Black Panther Party, it's like
Nigga, a bunch of Black Panthers partying, nigga.
you know. But the Ku Klux Klan is registered as a Christian religious organization or whatever.
We already know all they got to do is they freak up. They distort the meanings of the names and shit. They can act like they some good Christian.
Shit, they even got that name from Black people.
They could be some hateful motherfuckers. We can't forget that most wars was waged based off of religion, or at least that's the excuse that they like to use. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
My whole thing is they've been knowing what they've been doing since before time and shit like that, and they mad because we mad now. We actually standing up because we just got tired because now we realize that y'all never gonna change or fix anything.
We like, why is we making them feel comfortable to be hateful? Like, fuck them niggas and their groups, nigga. I'll infiltrate all of the motherfuckers, dude. Like, you know what I mean? First
Do they really think them asking these questions is going to stop people from coming in? All they got to do is lie.
Yeah.
True.
Right. And they be all up on our lives and stuff, calling us monkeys, saying the N word with the hard R and all kinds of stuff.
Hey,
but we take it. We have to take it. Why?
No, you don't. You could block their behinds too.
Yeah, but then they'll just create another page. They be
and that's what we gonna do
they
to
be
them.
reporting your page for false allegations and stuff. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's a bunch of petty shit. So.
Exactly.
That part.
Be petty
if
too.
they so superior, why would they care about what we do anyway?
Because they're not. That's a myth.
Okay.
That's the lie that we live in a distorted reality. The shit that they say ain't real.
Because I know if it was me and if I was considered to be at the top of the food chain, I'm not looking down at nobody.
You feel
me? To me, they food. You feel me? Like,
hey, look, that's how they see niggas. It's food.
I probably shouldn't have said that. But you know, when I mean food, I mean energy, I mean time, I mean money, I mean air you breathe.
That's how they using niggas. And every bit of a motherfucker.
I'm sorry. That just irritated me because when we had Black Lives Matter, let me put that in quotes. When we had Black Lives Matter, they wanted to say all lives matter. So if you white and proud, why can't we all be proud?
Black Lives Matter was a game that they played on black people.
It's a monopoly. It's a pyramid. And you know, man, let's move on. We on this too long. Let's move on because I got something to say. Let's go.
Okay, so since we're on this topic, I was gonna go light to heavy, but now we're on the heavy stuff. We're gonna start with the heavy stuff now. So we do have some losses going on. We have Nolan Xavier Wells, we have Jaleel John, and then we have Brianna Johnson.
R.I.P.
All are black. R.I.P. to all of them, and condolences to all the family. I do have some videos, and I did have information on them, but I could not upload it due to them not being videos. So I could read them off later on. But let's get into the videos.
Fam, that view
Yeah, you know
he
that shit.
Fam,
you know what they hit him with, gang?
They let that bitch off.
Flashback.
And they just standing right there.
TMZ has learned influencer Dream Doll Bree, real name Brianna Johnson, has died after being shot as she was leaving a party in Florida. Police say the victims were driving a fluorescent green Lamborghini SUV around 5:30 a.m. Sunday when shots rang out. According to the Miramar Police Department, the SUV traveled about a block before crashing. Cops say the vehicle reached the intersection. A white sedan pulled alongside the driver's side and opened fire, striking 3 occupants. Police rushed to the scene after receiving a shot spotter alert and found the Lamborghini had hit a stop sign. All 3 people inside were rushed to nearby hospitals in critical condition. Police later confirmed the female victim, Brianna, died from her injuries. Police Chief Delrish Moss says detectives are still trying to determine whether the Lamborghini was followed into the neighborhood by the shooter. Moss states, certainly they targeted this particular car for some reason. We are trying to figure out why. Adding, investigators currently have only limited information about the suspect. Brianna had built a large following on social media. She had more than 370,000 followers on TikTok and another 85,000 on Instagram. Brianna was 21 years old.
These are Nolan Wells' friends that didn't remember anything, but they remembered to deactivate every single social media account that they have. Them, his girlfriend, their parents, all the accounts deactivated and wiped clean. All of them. Jax, Eric, Wyatt, Warren, Morgan, jail. Jail for everyone. Because you know, they're already circling the wagons. They're already lawyered up. But wait, their parents are doctors, lawyers, and judges. This is the father of one of his friends. And this is the stepmama, Ashley Cole. Court judge for Jackson, George, and Greene counties in the beautiful state of Mississippi has already deactivated her account. Deactivated all the accounts, and they have all unfollowed Nolan. And this is Katie, who is either a friend, close friend, or girlfriend, who is supposedly, allegedly cooperating with authorities because all the other friends are lawyered up and circling the wagons and not helpful and not talking. The doctors and the lawyers and the judges' parents of these 5 have said that they would like privacy, please, at this time. But you know what? Name them publicly. No privacy and no peace for Eli, also known as Jax, Eric, Wyatt, Warren, and Morgan. What happened to Nolan? What did you do to Nolan? His phone came back safe, but he didn't? Why were y'all arguing just minutes before he was reported missing? And y'all were continuing to party late into the evening. Other boats that were docked and parked next to yours saw y'all. But Nolan was missing. We're gonna find out. The truth shall come to light.
You can swim down, wherever you fucking retard. Bro, how am I gonna get you back home? You don't think Mama Marquise is gonna be worried? Yeah, your mom. My mom's name. My dad. Your mom is always worried about you. My dad's in prison. I think that's why. Because your dad's in prison, we know. We can tell just by looking at you. Bro, we can't even swim. Bro, just go get a kayak. I'm a fucking life jacket on Marquise. I'll just wait. Bro, you have a life jacket. Bro, I'm black. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna save me. Bro, yes it does. Bro, I'll just find a way. Hey. Yeah, they think I got a full jacket, but I can't. Bro, you have a life jacket. I'm gonna die. Standing right Hold on. You have to go. I'm just trying to get over there. We taught him how to swim. Oh, so I can just like hold on to the back of the head. And here if you want. Yeah, I might drown. You won't drown. You're not drown. You're not gonna drown. There you go. Thank you. What's your name? Huh? What's your name? Oh, my name is Marquise.
But everybody calls me LeVar because I go to like Denellen.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was okay getting over here. And they think I'm about to swim back. I can't even swim.
Good job right now.
Probably not holding this. And it's my first time here.
It's your
First time? Well, welcome.
Yeah.
How'd you get over here?
They made me take that way over there, and they had 2 life jackets on. I'm never coming back with y'all.
We told you if you're coming, we had a life jacket.
A life jacket. This ain't even for a big kid, this for a little kid.
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
Yep. Those are some videos that we do have. I couldn't upload some of the information that I do got, but on the Nolan situation, he was 18-year-old. He was in community college playing football. He does have scholarships lined up for him. He was in an all-white neighborhood. Went to party in Mississippi with some friends on a boat. Didn't
With
come
people he
back.
grew up with.
Yeah, the people he grew up with. They didn't come back, or he didn't come back. They came back safely.
And they
Supposedly,
had his phone.
yeah, they had his phone. Supposedly, the fight that the video mentioned, supposedly the friend said he was fighting with another person on a different boat, and that was a black group of people. So
Whatever.
I don't know, because when I heard that, my brain started going in circles, like, okay, if he got in an argument with the black person, why didn't y'all just take him back? Or did y'all as white people get in an argument with these black folks because y'all are comfortable saying the N-word around this black guy and y'all just saying it randomly, and then these black people heard y'all and then they got in an argument and y'all left him, not bring him his utensils or anything back? But if that's the case, why didn't he go with that other boat? Because supposedly he had a friend on that other boat that was black.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So my whole thing is this, like, they're gonna try to cover this up. To me, when I first heard this, after seeing everything else that's been going on in the South and in other places, I felt like it was an initiation. Maybe they trying to get back because of the Carmelo Anthony thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can be a plethora of a lot of things. You know, it can be many things. But we do know this: those boys need to be locked up immediately. If not, lock them up for underage drinking. Oh, underage drinking? Who was the adult that purchased the liquor for these underage drinkers?
Mm-hmm.
And with their family being tied to the courts and
Politics and stuff, they ain't going to
Mhm.
face no charges.
They probably, even with the coroner, they could. I don't even know how the kid died. They can even falsify that.
They trying to say drowning or whatever, but they supposed to be getting the results for the autopsy tomorrow, because they got that one attorney Crump working on the case or whatever, and he got a private investigator or whatnot for, I just feel like they taking out all of our greats. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying greats, but like with the ones with a promising future. They're not going after like the ones that's really about that life.
No, they going after those ones too. It doesn't matter who you are. They're going after anyone that's black that has their guards down. And honestly,
they're not going in the
people who's
hood
about that life
where,
ain't going to have their guard down.
Right. They're not going in the hood picking up a dude that's walking down the street by himself. Nah, they're not doing that.
Because that's you seeing a white person walking into an all black neighborhood to pick a black person to take him all back to an all white neighborhood just to kill him. No,
I
ain't
mean,
no white person gonna do that.
if they YT and proud, then why not? If you YT and proud, then why not?
Because all them people that be white supremacists, they be cowards for real, for real. That's why they hate niggas so much, because they cowards and they weak.
Look, like they say to us, when are they gonna let it go?
You know, they hide behind whatever groups they is. They hide behind the badge. They hide behind the courts. You know, that's what they hide behind. And that we're in a
Yeah, they put down the sheets and picked up what's they call it, gavels? What's the call?
And badges.
Badges.
Niggas, we just can't get too comfortable. No matter what status we think we on, we just can't
Exactly.
get too around them. Like, you're gonna always have to have your guards up.
Right.
Yeah. For real though. And like with the Brianna Johnson situation, it's like it showed that she got in a little altercation beforehand, before leaving the party. So they don't know if that's connected with the whole case and anything like that. A lot of
I'm
people
sure it
are,
is.
yeah, a lot of people are interpreting it.
Because people don't know how to handle their emotions. They could get mad about an incident and then go to do some shit like that. Because they was being followed. So I don't know. I don't know how long that happened from, you know, where she got shot, you know, from that altercation. But somebody was following her because they came out the Airbnb and then they got sparked up. You know what I mean? So that means somebody followed where the hell they was at and then they was waiting on them.
Somebody dropped the location.
You know, that's possible too. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a possibility. Or just heard, you know, a lot of people just documenting stuff online. She probably just posted where she was
Went
at the
live.
time. It went live saying, you know, popping her stuff. And then, you know, they still up in the car after leaving the party. So why not do a U-turn and, you know, pop up on her? You know what I mean? So it's like, it could be either type of situation. But, you know, it's sad that it had to go in that way.
Yeah.
I mean, what? I just hope it wasn't over no boy.
True.
You know, no one like.
But it might have been
it
might have been a man who did it.
Yeah, who knows?
Right.
It
People
probably
need to start using their words.
And who's to say it ain't from the two people? It could have been somebody who was after the motherfuckers that was with him. It could have been anything, you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm. No, the third video wasn't about Jaleel. It's just a video that was kind of related to the Noel or the Nolan.
Well, that's my whole thing with that video. Like, for his friends, so-called friends, to be doing that to him to the point where he almost drowned. And, you know, thank God that other family had little kids, because we don't know if they would have helped him if it was just two adults. You understand?
Yeah.
But there always been something uncomfortable about the thought of the token black. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
I feel like a black person should never be fully comfortable around only white people, because you have no ally in that situation, not a real one.
Right.
Who have no
We don't know
ties
how
to
they
the other
raised
people.
either.
Yeah, and if you be around them constantly, like you're denying something within yourself.
Right, because we know racism is taught. You know, you don't come out the womb being racist, you know? Like, that is taught.
And that's where they thrive. They thrive in groups. The motherfuckers cower separately. You know what
Exactly. They might be nice to you when y'all alone, but once they got another person to show out for, then here come the show.
But then if they got the dynamic of them having powerful parents, they might not give a fuck either way. You just ain't shit. You know what I mean? They might just be an asshole to you.
Yeah, but I mean, then it's like, then what reason did you ever consider them your friend then? Enough that you went somewhere into water knowing that you can't swim.
Unless
if they've always been an asshole to you.
You know, unless they be sometimes people try to get you used to them being assholes. And like you said,
you know,
sometimes they'll be cool.
Yeah, you know, most times it'd be like, oh, I'm real cool with this one YT boy, right? But when he get around his other friends, he act different towards me.
Exactly.
It could be that. I wouldn't even know that, because I never had just a bunch of white friends. I'm the only nigga. Like, that never been the thing with me.
I ain't gonna even lie, I had one good one. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
growing up, I had a few, but I still would not be trusted where it's all of them and just me. You know, it was always me and my brother or me and my cousin. You know what I'm saying? I always
right,
had a
right,
highlight there just in case because shit go left real fast. Cause it'd be like
right. Like
even
I
if
ain't
they're
never been
hella
on no
cool,
trip or anything like
you
that
never
with,
know where they're like they're
They're people.
yeah,
They're
exactly.
they
or
They're
what their
family members
intentions
and
are.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it could really be an initiation to join some kind of
yeah,
organization
it
for
could
all
be.
we know.
Just like they be
You
saying
know
that
what I'm
black
saying?
people have initiations for different type of gang shit. They could be having initiation. Okay, you want to be a
And
part?
I want to make something real clear to the world. Black people is not supposed to be hanging themselves. Why would we tie a rope around our neck when our ancestors not been through that and worse? Like, come on now. Let's make it make sense.
And in some of them instances, it'll be impossible for somebody to hang themselves. You know, and sometimes they be dead before they even get hung, and they just use that as a, you know what I mean, a thing to say that they committed suicide.
I just want them to stop contradicting themselves. When the BLM was popping, they were saying all lives matter. Now that a YT boy end up unalive, you know, oh, it don't matter no more. All lives don't matter no more. Real justice don't matter no more.
You know, I used to not know what the hell YT meant. Like,
I still don't know what it means.
She keeps saying it. Yeah, y'all ain't taking clues,
Oh, it
context
means
clues,
white?
guys.
It don't mean YouTube. I would just say
that's
YouTube.
what I used to think. That's what I
That's
used to think.
crazy. I didn't know that. But since I did mention Jaleel Jones, I will, spread some of the information that happened. It was a young boy. He was protecting a friend or a brother from a bully, and supposedly that bully had a gun, and he ended up getting shot by protecting that brother, and he was unalived that day. The parents and family said he was a sweet, protective, and caring boy. He always thought about what he would do in the future and stuff like that. So it was a surprising loss for them because they wasn't expecting that. But that's what happened to Jaleel. R.I.P. to everyone that we have just discussed it.
Right. And sometimes we got to stop trying to put out other people's fires. Sometimes it's not our fire to put out, especially if we don't know the whole situation. Some of us learned the hard way. I know I did. You know what I'm saying? When you try to protect the people that you care about, but you don't really know what they got going on the other end, you know? And
Yeah.
sometimes it's too late. You now already took a life or your life has been taken.
Yeah. And these schools don't be handling them bully situations correctly either.
At all.
They really don't.
Yeah, they could do so much better with that because I remember I was getting bullied and I was the one that was in detention. Like, okay.
Yeah. Same
And
here.
a lot of
It was
times
okay.
they
As
have
long
fake.
as exactly. They be having
No,
fake rights.
that's why these kids be acting like they run shit. Cause sometimes they parents be knowing motherfuckers or be motherfuckers.
Or they are, hey, let's not forget they parents working in the schools.
Yeah.
Or
Most kids
they be scared of the parents, so they'll let the kid do whatever.
right. Because the parents scared of their child.
Mm-hmm.
Yepers. I'm having a bit of
They be
difficulty.
trying to tell us how to raise our black boys and girls and stuff like that. Maybe we should give y'all a lesson.
Yeah, I could have sworn they said it was this nigga at the BET Awards. I don't know if it was the dude who was protesting at the BET.
Yeah. Yeah, he was one of Chud's supporters.
I could have sworn one of them was saying black parents ain't shit or something like that. I seen a video of this big ass white kid beating the fuck out of his mama because she told him he couldn't play some video game or some shit. Just beating the dog shit out of her like she was nothing. Like that video game was everything.
And that's his mama fault.
That and food. That's all that nigga cared about.
I would have lost a child that day.
Period. I brought you in this world.
It was
You know the rest.
He did her. He did her like some random bitch off the street. Like, I was like, God damn, where the daddy at? They be saying that in the black household all the time. What is you know what I mean?
Right. The daddy somewhere in a bar drinking or cheating.
He probably got that from the daddy. You know what I mean?
Right. Because that's usually what they do.
But they
to
judge
discipline
ours.
their woman.
They judge ours though. Like they shit
right. Because they broadcast ours because everybody in this world is against us. The real ones, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
I do feel like they're trying to push some race war type thing too. You know, I think they do trying to push that.
The indigenous blacks are the FBAs, are the Nigerians, are the Jamaicans, or whatever. It seemed like all the other races are trying to go against us. When we open the door for y'all to have opportunities with the Civil Rights Bill, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't fucking with us either. Like some of them African niggas ain't fucking with us either.
No, they not. They've been talking bad about us, like God, like the shit Godfrey saying, I be protecting women, you motherfuckers. The audacity to say you protecting black women and then to say motherfuckers about black women is crazy. So you protecting black women, but you have the right to call us motherfuckers because you're protecting black women, so you say? They black until they not black anymore.
I mean, you can't protect black women just by talking. You got to do more than just talk to protect black women. You know
right, I mean? But I'm saying he said that he protect black women, and in the same breath disrespected black women.
Well, when you say motherfucker,
yeah.
Well, you
like I stand up for you, black women. I stand up for you, motherfuckers.
Why he
not you?
Why
but he was talking to a caller, but he made a point to say, not you, but that means insinuating all the other black women that he feel he support.
Well, you wouldn't be doing it for any reason but to do it. You know what I mean? You wouldn't. I don't know.
I haven't seen that video. I might have to see that clip to actually get some
content on it because it's just it's one of his broadcasts or whatever he did.
I feel you saying.
They be talking a lot of crap about foundational blacks. You know what I'm saying about the FBA. They be talking a lot of stuff about that, but from what I gathered, they don't really have no representation of somebody from the FBA really on there to speak their point.
Is the FBA on that indigenous shit? Right? They say we from America, right?
Yeah, they foundational black Americans.
That mean that we from here, right?
A lot of people say a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? Because they starting to say that the foundational blacks think they better than us. And I'm like, what do they mean? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, damn, I would love to see a debate to see the difference between what the hell they're talking about. Because we're all being judged by the color of our skin.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't fuck with none of these groups or organizations. You know what I mean?
Right. They are.
They always in. I just can't trust them based off of that other shit. They always either get infiltrated or lead niggas down the wrong path.
It's a money grab.
Yeah.
Talking about, I don't want to say they scamming or anything like that. But
the scam.
Once money get involved, and you don't have the right people in place, the vision and the intent that you had in the beginning become distorted by money.
Yeah. And when niggas let power and all of this shit get to their head too, they start acting like they God. And that's where I detach from these people. You can't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make my decision accordingly.
Yeah, I totally understand what y'all are getting at, and it's crazy how y'all brought that up because it's like we do have something like that going on with India Arie and Young Miami. You know, kind of going back and forth with their different music outtakes because you know India Arie, she's Haitian, and Young Miami, she recently posted or is going famous over a song that talks about scamming and fraud and all that bad stuff and whatever and whatnot. So I do have videos on that. I'm gonna play them and then let's get our intakes on it.
There are a lot of people who are saying it's just a song. Well, if that's what you think, enjoy. But what I know is that music has power. But of course, I have used that power to help some people, and I have traveled around this world twice, and I see the impact of what we export out of the Black American experience to the rest of the world. Longer story for another time.
Hey yo, if music is not influencing kids in a negative way, why would Cardi B try to protect her kid from her own music? Like, look. Cause she know that shit is toxic. She don't want her kid listening to that. And y'all defending her. And Young Miami talking about, yo, raise your own kids. Yeah, you see she raising her kids without listening to that shit. She's trying to stop her own child from listening to her own music. And y'all defending this shit. Goofy. You big dummy.
Ghetto gospel. Oh yeah, Gotham ghetto gospel.
India Arie is a gentle gangster. I love her. Watch this. Some of y'all. India Arie is a gentle gangster. I love her. Watch this. Some of y'all like being mental slaves. Some of y'all don't know that you're mental slaves, and some of y'all don't want to admit that you are mental slaves. She ain't say nothing wrong in regards to the Young Miami song. She said, I finally realized that not everybody wants to get free. And it's a very rude awakening, and the mass acceptance of this song is a crystal clear sign of this much bigger truth. Everything is crashing down. People got to pick a side, and they're uncomfortable now. Do you want to be on the side of love, unity, upliftment, righteousness, positivity, God? Or do you want to be on the side of negativity, foolishness, evil, sin, and ultimately the devil? And people do not want to have to pick a side because they rather stay right in the middle and be like, hey, it's just entertainment. Nah, we passed those days, y'all. The Black community has to make a stand. What do we want to represent? And what do we want to represent us? And what we choose to celebrate and uplift in the music that we support makes that statement. Pick a side. I'm here to publicly unify all the people who no longer want to create, support, or promote music that glorifies murder, drug dealing, drug use, disrespecting women, and sexual irresponsibility. Sign the Platinum Pledge. It takes 2 seconds on my website, d1music.com. The link is in my bio. We coming together. A shift is happening. Matter of fact, the shift is here. Don't get left behind.
Excuse me, but I gotta let the Most High use me, cause God working on me, but he also working through me.
News, I'm Janab.
All y'all promoting that Carisha song, spend that shit. Y'all are the reason why our community's in shambles. We already know that bitch is...
India Arie is a gentle gangster. I love her. Watch this. Some of y'all like being mental...
News, I'm Janab.
All y'all promoting that Carisha song, spend that shit. Y'all are the reason why our community's in shambles. We already know that bitch is low vibrational and was trafficking drugs for Diddy. Did y'all forget that she was a part of it and then wrote a pardon letter to the fucking judge? Do y'all not understand what y'all are promoting? And y'all go promote this ghetto ass, trashy ass bitch? It's crazy work to me. It's crazy work. We got little boys that are getting shot up because they're being profiled, right? As thieves and scammers. And y'all are still outside. Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Grow the fuck up. And when you have to make a GoFundMe for your sons, don't come to the internet.
As mentioned on Sunday, BET will air its 2026 BET Awards hosted by Drewski. The night appears to have been appreciated by many viewers, but still has also gained a large amount of critics. Now, one moment in particular is standing out and receiving some backlash, when rapper Young Miami, who during the night by Drewski would be presented as having the song of the summer, Spin That, would take to the stage to help present the BET Her Award. Now, as soon as she would come to the stage, the crowd would begin to cheer and sing the lyrics to her current hit. For those who don't know, the chorus of the song says, "Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Spend that money fast. 20s, 50s, 100s, cash. Boy, go in that Goyard bag. Boosting bitches where y'all at. Stuffing that shit in y'all bag. Just to flip it, pop some tags. Girl, go in that Goyard bag. Spin that shit, spin that shit, spin that shit." Now, for Miami, the moment looked to have felt good, given that she would receive a warm reception from the audience and her peers. Now, despite how it may have appeared on TV, several viewers, including former BET Awards winner India.Arie, would criticize the praise that Miami is receiving for a song that some are calling toxic to the black community and her having a past relationship with Diddy.
If you see how pretty she is, you don't look like her, so it giving me hate.
Trick Daddy is not holding back after India.Arie shared her thoughts on Young Miami's latest music.
Let's say shout out to my little homegirl, Young Miami. Got the hottest record on radio, streets, video, all social media platforms. Everybody is jamming this record except a few old century hoes. Cause you hoes is too modern and too plain, outdated. The game done passed you by. You take our time to go on social media to down talk a girl. We've been talking negativity in every music, in every song since before I even started doing music, and I've been doing it 30 years. I'm about you bitches' age.
India.Arie is not wrong about Young Miami's song Spin That, right? But the problem that comes is, it's like people pick and choose when they want to have this outrage about the messages in music. Because, yes, Miami's song is about scammers scamming and boosters going and boosting out of stores, and it's making it more impressionable to kids and, young adults. But I think one could argue that a lot of hip-hop and even R&B and country songs and rock songs have a negative influence that gets pushed to children, right? But it's like people want to draw the line at the Young Miami song, but you can literally go down a full list and find negative representation in a lot of songs that have been at the forefront. So I don't know if people are just mad because the song was played at the BET Awards and now more people are starting to see it a lot more, or they've been feeling like this. But it's like, you can't just speak up on one person and blame Young Miami, because I want to argue and say that even if you took the wording that she said out of that song and you changed it with the same flow that she used on that hook, I think the song would have went regardless of what she said right there, if she would have kept that spin that part, to be 100% honest. But at the same time, Young Miami and JT, the City Girls, have always rapped about this type of behavior since the beginning of their careers. Even being separate, they still rap about the same thing because that's their message, And there's a lot of negative representation in music. You can say that for a lot of artists. So to sit back and just call out Young Miami, I just don't think that is right. But maybe I'm tripping. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section.
And fuck Young Miami.
Yeah, that last nigga, that the niggas who say shit like that, they just want an excuse to listen to some shit. Listen to the shit if you want to. Nobody said don't listen to the shit.
Right, and at the end of the day, we know Indians do the most scamming and shit. They the ones be calling the phone, trying to scam. Let me say allegedly, but yeah, you feel me? Every time I talk to
foreigners,
it,
period.
Yeah,
they got fucking whole warehouses where they got a bunch of phones and shit and tables and shit where niggas just scam all fucking day. That's what the fuck they got.
I mean, but it like, I feel where India.Arie is coming from, and I low-key agree with her. I don't listen to Young Miami music, you know what I'm saying? But everyone is listening to it and is working on the next generation. We're not trying to bring up scammers and boosters and stuff like that. We're trying to bring up a quality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, these people just want to deflect. I
don't know. She the female did.
I feel like that's what it really is too. I feel like it's more so her ties with Diddy that is the reason that she's being picked specifically because you don't get to should be in jail right next to his ass, but you out here throwing it in our face that you're not.
Yeah, but it's also like a lot of black kids been getting killed for apparently stealing when they ain't been stealing most of the time. They ain't even been stealing. You know what I mean? And you promoting songs about stealing and shit. It's
Exactly.
tasteless. You know what
And
I
we
mean?
got
Like,
and we
like,
losing our
socially
kids in
aware.
these streets.
You know, it's like you're not socially aware. Yeah, there's a lot of negative music, but there's a lot of people who always talk about negative music. When people say that you want to pick and choose, no, India already been saying the same shit for years. You know what I mean? And she didn't pick
Exactly.
up specifically. She said in general, like music is power, and what you listen to, that's it. That shit affects you more than what people think. You know, way more than what. And you can low key see it, based off of the music and the trends and what's been going on.
Right. They're not trying to heal the world and make it a better place.
These labels are tied to the prisons, so they want to make
right
music to put people
and let's really think about it on a deeper level. You feel me? If they invest in prisons, right? And the songs that the labels are pushing is really telling people to go out there and do that, you know what I'm saying? And end up either in the grave or in jail. We're making it easier for them to fill up these concentration camps.
Yeah. And then you tie it with everything else, the music, whatever the hell people be watching, that shit, you know what I mean? That shit affects the mind and the psyche more than what people think. That shit ain't cute though. You know what I mean? Like people think that shit is cool. That shit just look tacky. A lot of that shit be looking tacky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of these people be looking bad, and the music, and it's not just the music, but it's all of the shit tied together.
Right. It's like a well-oiled machine that's hard to break out of sometimes because, we got our music and stuff that we listen to and stuff, but that don't make it to like where we going out there and actually doing it and stuff. But you got some kids out here that got shit for parents and they dive into that music like it's their Bible because that's all they know. And they look up and they idolize these celebrities.
Yeah, because that's the difference. We didn't look at it like our Bible because we actually had our parents telling us the Bible. So, we might listen to whatever thugged out songs we listen to, but we knew that, after a certain time and stuff, we had to put it away and,
Right. And some of us grew up with some of these artists. So we know the real. You feel me? It's
right.
like
Yeah, I'm not really happy with how the music is really going. But I mean, it is what it is. Like people are gonna listen to what they want to listen to. I don't listen to Young Mommy or whatever her name is. I listen to Olivia Dean. I listen to her, so
I heard of her before. I heard a few of her songs before.
she fire. She fire. And Ray, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Raye. She's a good artist too.
Raye.
there's a lot of good artists out there that's pushing the right kind of music.
Yes, there is. And also there's artists out there that, does tributes and, sometimes the way they do their tribute is not how the original artist would do it, but they kind of do it in their own light and stuff. And me and Celeste here, we did partake in watching the Aaliyah tribute at Essence.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, it could have been way better.
So they had Maya, they had SZA, not SZA, they had 7th Streeter. They They had what's that girl from
Chloe.
Fifth Harmony? They
Her
had
name is
Chloe
Normani.
and
Normani or
Normandy. And you know
yeah.
that one black girl that was the singer in that show Star with Queen Latifah?
Yeah, what about her?
The
She was
dark
in the-
skinned one, she was in it.
Okay. And that was for Aaliyah. Did you say
Yeah. They did decent. They really did good, especially the girl from Fifth Harmony and Seventh Streeter. Like, I really liked them. I think Chloe was really making it a little bit too sexual, and you know, she thicker, so she really wasn't hitting them dance moves like that. You know,
I do
Maya,
have a
you
video.
know, she can hit those dance moves like nothing because it's Maya.
But
You
Maya
feel
got
me?
thick, Maya thick now too. You know what I mean? Maya got thick.
I
too.
think I would have put Kiki Palmer in there instead of Chloe. I ain't gonna even lie, but that's me. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we don't know if she was busy or not. She does have a lot of movies coming out and shows. But
Kiki,
I
what
do
you mean
have
she
a
was
video.
at the? Well, yeah,
I don't know if I would have put Kiki Palmer. Who I would have put in there? I don't know. I don't know who I would have put.
But here, let me show you the video, and maybe while you watch the video, you could think about who should be on there.
You know who could have did hit them dance moves?
Who?
Sierra.
Yeah, I didn't think about Sierra. The person I was originally thinking about was Jennifer Lopez.
Ugh.
No. Jennifer
Can't
Lopez
believe you
needs to
said
stick
that.
to Selena. That's about it. That's the only person she can give a tribute to. For me,
I was just
Selena
fucking with you.
and Alicia Esteban or whatever her name is. Gloria Esteban. Yeah.
Gloria Esteban. Who else? I don't know who I would have put. You know, I got to think about it. Maybe, you know, off the top, maybe Kiki Palmer. You know,
Yeah, it had to be her, or they would have picked Tiana Taylor.
Nah, Tiana Taylor can do Janet for sure.
I mean, of course, that's why Janet gave her the iconic award, because Tiana is the only person that could do it. But I think they will only put Tiana Taylor for that tribute due to the fact of her body. She has she does have abs. She can dance. She can sing. You just got to put her in the get up.
Yeah, if Janet do
Yeah,
a
she could
movie
be-
about herself, she can have her play her.
I can see her being in there before Kiki Palmer.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
Probably
Aaliyah.
With Aaliyah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she
Yeah,
used
better.
to dress like Aaliyah when she modeled for Tommy Hilfiger, right? Was it Tommy Hilfiger or Calvin Klein? I know she used to model for one of them.
Calvin Klein, I believe. She looked like a Calvin Klein girl.
I think it was Tommy Hilfiger because I want to say it was red, white, and blue.
Hell niggas.
But
we can research it
we
later.
did just,
But yeah.
yeah. But that was a good tribute, better than, you know, the tributes that we have recently discussed. In my opinion, they should have. Some of them I
Bro,
liked.
just to be clear, even my mom said Chris Brown would have been perfect for Michael Jackson tribute. She
That's
said
what I said.
Usher couldn't have done it.
I
Period.
think so too. Chris Brown is the best candidate. Yeah. Who else will be after him? I don't know.
Chris Tucker.
I want to talk.
I want to
talk.
take it
Look,
serious.
I want to talk about the I want to talk about
I wanna
the
think
black
of this
people the
first.
white tea people can have.
Okay.
I mean, we can, but I mean, the video that we got going on next might be a list of black people that could be, you know, audited off.
We got to get some phone. We can sell them niggas. Wait.
Nah, we ain't gonna do nothing
That
that.
felt bad. That felt bad. I was like, we gotta get something for them niggas.
I mean,
No,
Damn worth it.
no,
it
it's
ain't really
crazy.
worth it because at this point in time in life, you really need to pick a side.
You
And
won't get much for them.
you,
Hey, look, I'll take it.
penny on the dollar. Nah, but for real, like everyone needs to start thinking about where their heart is at, you know, where their heart is at. A lot of people in this world is really reacting off of their emotions. If we really think about it, they're all being emotional.
And they're getting emotionally manipulated by the system. The system is feeding.
Exactly. And people want to put a race, a color on it, just like they wanted to see God. You know what I'm saying? The system is the system.
But
Now,
I
what
know
you
what
gonna do
happened in the
about it?
system.
You feel me? Now, what you gonna do about it? Is we finna to
We-
kneel this shit, or we finna to just comatose it? You feel me?
What if
Yeah, I feel you, but I know what's going on in the system.
What's that?
Do you want to know? What's going on in the system right now is females setting up their men, manipulating them, emotionally abusing them, and trying to get something out of them. We don't know what they trying to get out of this man, but you know they doing everything in their power. Yes, in the system we try not to put color on it, but it's always black. Yes, black. Towards the black man. Yes, and we got this video today, and this black man need prayer. Let's see it.
Phone.
Tigger,
Give me my phone.
Do you not see Autumn crying?
Give me
Bro,
my phone.
why did you
Stop.
do
I'm
that?
not doing that.
Yes,
She
you did. You
dropped.
did.
She dropped. She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want
Bro.
my phone. She could give me the phone and it'd be over. She could give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna
I'm
give
not
you.
on her at all. Give me my phone.
Get off of me,
Give me my phone.
D, if I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this.
If you say so. Give me my phone.
Bro, just get over her. You can buy a new phone. Get off of me! Mr. Tigger! Get off of me! Mr. Tigger, get off of her now!
The tragedy.
Yeah. That,
No.
that lady got
Women
it.
do stuff for like
That lady got a history of doing shit like that. Weird shit.
exactly.
I heard her ex, who was locked up for 11 years, is trying to retry a case.
Look, let's really think about it. Why is you got your homegirl or your friend there videotaping after you not took your dude phone? Why are you taking his property? Why are you touching his
That might be her
belongings?
son.
That's Tigger from the basement, from Rap
I know.
City.
talking about the person videotaping.
No, that's
her
not
name
her
was
son.
Alex.
You said what?
The camera person, her name is Alex.
Kid. Yeah,
That
sound
was
like a
her
little boy.
friend.
She sounded like
Yeah,
a
it
little
was
boy. I don't know why she sounded like a little boy. I
That
don't
was
know.
her friend. And her friend is sitting there coaching her, talking about stop, don't hurt her, all that type of shit. Why you
He was
not
like-
telling your friend to please give him back his phone and let's go?
He was
Simple.
like, you're stepping on her. Literally, he wasn't stepping on her. He was like,
He's not, I'm stepping over her. He was not stepping on her. She was
she was
so
trying to make-
dramatic for a bitch to have his property. I'm not saying it's okay for a man to hit a woman or whatever, but the way she fell on that floor looked like she hit herself to me.
Yeah, let me say, a lot of people are already
After
making
the
jokes
video-
about it.
about
I
Tigger?
seen-
About
Yeah, about that whole thing. A lot of people are already making jokes about it. On TikTok, that's the whole thing. Everyone reenacting it. They over here playing hopscotch, jump rope with the girl. She's just laying on the floor, rolling around, saying, "Oh, you're hurting me," and they're just, jumping over her like they're playing a game and stuff.
Look, I'm telling you, that song Young Miami was singing is for her. It's for women like that.
what are your
Most
scamming ass?
definitely.
Yeah, that shit just, I don't know. That shit's just tasteless.
Yeah, it is
shit-
really tasteless. Another thing that's really tasteless is an all-white party. How you feel about that?
All white parties is weird to me.
Unlike some Diddy shit.
And I feel like I don't trust no nigga that go to them motherfuckers. They all be on weird shit.
Well,
They all in the cult.
let me tell you, I have videos and a list of some people that have attended. And also they invited our lovely friend, the Mr. Files. Yes. They invited him underneath another name. But let's get into these videos.
Oh shit.
All the girls that's here for the truth, come put both hands on a DJ booth, then wind your waist to the big man sound. And I get too stiff cause the thing's too round. Good God, make me lift up your gown, but your face so sweet, wanna spin you around. If I go link gang, I'll bring you around. If I go...
Hey, Michael. I'm so glad you're having the party this year. It was really messed up with the whole Diddy thing last year, so it's great to be invited to your party. I'm really stoked, and I'm honored that I made it to this year's guest list at the party. Michael Rubin's famous, infamous, all-white party. Palm Beach Pete is there. Does it get any better than that, guys? Peace out, Palm Beach Pete. I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm Palm Beach Pete.
My name is Peter, known as Palm Beach Pete on YouTube and social media.
Epstein is alive.
The other Palm Beach Pete and Epstein, just a little bit. I don't know either one of them. Had never had any kind of relationship with any of them. Why that guy would say, I'm Palm Beach Pete, when someone asked him if he was Epstein, I don't know. It just baffles me. It's
The boat fest is insane! Well, young Jewish kids are going to be running around in the bus, having the best time, having a great bar mitzvah. Peace out, Palm Beach Pete. How many people at my age get to hang out with young kids? Shalom Bakat. I'm really vibing, man. Don't take my jerk chicken. Take my jerk chicken away, I get pissed. But hey guys, it's Guacamole Gonzalez. Hey guys, it's Palm Beach Pete.
Yep. Oh, so he just going through all his little aliases, huh?
Yeah, that nigga.
I said it from the beginning. That he was who he was. You know what I'm saying? And they still allowing him to be around kids and go to white parties and shit like that.
And the way
Like,
he said,
are we serious? Are you trying to play in our face?
and the way he said, oh, too bad that happened to that Diddy shit last year. I'm going to Ruben's party this year. Like, you know what I mean? The way he said that shit, it was just like, okay, they do the
Right.
same shit, I guess. You know what I mean? They be on the same shit, I guess. They got the same attire. So,
Right.
Yep. And also the list that I have that went there, the party was on July 1st. It was the people that attended was Jay-Z, Tom Brady, Leonardo DiCaprio, Cardi B for performance, Alicia Keys for performance, Snoop Dogg for performance, Lil Wayne for performance, Mike Tyson, Alex Rodriguez, and Livy Dunne.
Let me tell you something. Why would Paul Beach Pete be on the motherfucking guest list? Why would they put him on the guest list if he wasn't who we think he was? You know what I'm saying?
And
why?
To be honest, that's a good question because it's like if you're Palm Beach Pete and you're already getting associated with you know who, it's like why even make yourself even more close to that? Yeah, oh yeah, I'm already getting associated with this guy who does these things. Why not go to this party?
Look, they trying to play in our face. This motherfucker is 2.0. You feel me? And they letting it slide because they think we're stupid enough to believe that's that, you know, who he say he is. And if that's the case, Carmelo Anthony ain't Carmelo Anthony. You feel me? If that's the case, if Palm Beach Pete is who he say he fucking is and he's not the Epstein, the fuck, then Carmelo Anthony ain't Carmelo Anthony then. Fuck it, why not? We all falling for the tricks. We all falling for the tricks.
Yeah,
and
I don't
Jay-Z,
know who
one of the
that is.
biggest ones. The fuck?
Yep, I don't know who Carmelo Anthony is, but I totally believe everything.
I'm gonna start calling myself Say Less T because I feel like I'm saying too much. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Like, for real,
Yeah,
for
we could
real.
talk
People,
about that.
did people go through a mind swap or something to where they forgot everything that happened or everything that's going on?
Yeah,
All the PDFs?
There could have been a time to where we did intake something to where we just,
They've been
had a full
normalizing
memory
that
watch.
shit. They've been normalizing that shit for years. So now it's just
Normalizing
all
it
this shit
too
is
much.
just all this shit is just entertainment to people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, let's keep doing it. Let's scare them back to Jim Crow, and then we can scare them back into slavery. Like, no.
You know, people listen and hear about all of this shit that's going on. It's just entertainment to them. It's just something to talk about for the moment. All these people are still in power. You know what I mean? These people still voting for these motherfuckers.
True. And
Buying
it's
their
crazy
shit.
how it's crazy how these things are happening because someone said that everything that's going on today is because of Martin Luther King. He dreamed of integrating everyone, and to be honest, if he didn't have that dream, we would have had our own community, our own section, or already taken over everything already due to us knowing how much power we do have due to us being in our own community instead of us, integrating and then separating and then forgetting who we are.
You know, Martin Luther King, he didn't really want to integrate. He got pushed into it by his congregation. You know what I mean? To do some of that shit. But he more so wanted us to have our own shit. And before he died, he gave a speech saying that he believed he walked us into a burning building. You know
I
what
feel
I mean?
like they low-key blackmailed him into making those decisions, at the end.
At the end of
Yeah.
the day, when we integrated with white people, they businesses thrived and ours died. We started going to their businesses and stopped going to our own. You know what I mean?
But that wasn't necessarily all of our fault. It started going to where factories and the distribution and stuff was only distributing to certain people.
Black people should have just stayed shopping at black places. You know what I mean? Fucking, because these white
And they would have
motherfuckers
been burned down eventually. So
they was
that's
gonna
their
get burned
routine.
down. They was gonna get burned
Thank
down
God.
either way.
I'm just thankful
They
they
was gonna
not
get burnt
burning
down
down
either
their
way.
businesses now, you know?
Because all of the times that they do that shit when they burn shit, it's because our shit was thriving and their shit wasn't. We had a bunch of black cities and the black towns that we made that was thriving off of our own shit. You know, when they burned it down and stuff, they was doing it because they were jealous.
Right. You think we invented majority of all this stuff? You think we ain't gonna try it out before we get, you know what I'm saying? Before we market it? Like, come
So
on
these
now.
immigrants and these white people could always say black people just need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and blah blah blah. Nigga, we kept building our shit and y'all kept burning it down.
But what about that all-white town in Arkansas?
What about it?
I seen a video where they was reaching out to black people. They needed help.
Oh yeah,
It was
fuck y'all,
horrible
nigga.
living there. Things wasn't, you know.
Nigga, y'all could live in a third world. What the fuck they think they learned everything from? See, they
I mean, I
wanna
want to
shit
do
on the
more
man
research
said
on that. I'm trying to figure out how they did it.
shit. We didn't even only fed them niggas, we taught them niggas, we bathed them niggas, we put them on game like a child. You know what I mean? They shitted on us. So at the end of the day, what happens to them happens to them. You know what I mean?
I'd be wanting to ask them a question like, when is enough enough? You know what I'm saying? When is enough enough? Like they say to us, when we gonna get over it? When y'all gonna get over it? You feel me? When y'all gonna make it right?
Spiritually, some people's souls don't go to those depths. They don't think about shit like that.
Yeah, because they're empty vessels.
You know, all they care about is their comfortability. Once they get uncomfortable, that's when they're mad. You know what I mean? Outside of that, they think that they deserve and they're privileged to everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck what y'all got to go. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't built shit. Y'all ain't did shit. You know, all y'all did was take.
Yeah.
You know, in the grand scheme of things, the amount that you contributed to society versus the amount that you contributed to its downfall, like, you could put all this shit on black people all the fuck you want. You know what I mean? But that's what it really is. Y'all motherfuckers. On some
Yeah,
other
because the real question is, how can you really make a sundown place to where whenever the sun is down and a black person's in town, you could go and do anything to them?
Yeah.
They
How you
been
make
having
that a
sundown
thing?
towns. They've been having them
Yeah.
towns for the longest. Why they haven't never changed? Because of their political pool.
That's probably what be happening in a lot of these places where these black people get killed. They sundown town. Everybody just forgot. You know what I mean?
That could be a possibility. Everyone just forgot.
But the people who be on that shit, they still be teaching. They got long history with their families and shit that they be teaching bullshit, generation to generation of bullshit and lies that they make to make themselves feel justified in their bullshit. That's what these
Right,
people
because they feel like if it ain't broke, don't fix it because it's working for them, even though they know right from wrong and they still go out their way to hurt someone else
think
for
about
their
it.
gain.
Think about like a cult-like structure in a family dynamic, like in a family. You know what I mean? That generation and generation built on miseducation of bullshit that they think and blah blah blah. There's a bunch of bullshit that they spouting that they be making them think that they justified in doing all of this shit that they be doing.
Right, and then they always want to refer back to the Bible when, dude, do you see what you're doing? Do you see what you are approving? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we got to realize what we're dealing with. We're dealing with spawns of Satan, you know, the spawns of the devil and shit. You know, some of these people, that's where they came from. Some people was of God, some people was of the other motherfuckers. All them false angels and fallen angels and false gods and shit. There's some powerless bitches that they got to trick you in order to gain power over you.
right.
They got to trick you. So they're never going to come straight. They always going to come crooked.
You
You know,
know, I just want everybody to start loving on themselves, loving their community. Dive into some of your community stuff. We do some of the same stuff other um, ethnicities do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Like
not trying to
what?
say, I'm not trying to say don't just fuck with your own kind, but I'm trying to say that. You know what I'm saying? People need to go back to being grounded.
I know what
If
you're trying to
that
say.
makes sense.
You're trying to say don't be closed minded, but at the same time, make sure you have
Build
someone
your
in your
community.
community around you.
it's like fuck with your frequency.
Right. Don't be
Like,
closed minded. Still be open minded and still build your community. If
Yeah,
that makes
build your
sense.
community, know your community, learn your culture, learn about yourself, but also be open minded to be able to be friends with other races. But
And know their
have
truth and their history and
yeah,
what they're
y-
known to do and how
yeah,
they're known to behave.
and
You
know
know what
that
I'm
yeah.
saying?
So you
there's
can
a reason.
understand what the red flag is.
Yeah, and know that
Right.
there's a reason. There's a reason they don't want black people to know about themselves. Don't There's a reason they don't want us to know our history.
But you
There's a
know
reason.
what? They messing up. If they didn't want us to know our history, if they didn't want us to wake up, they would have stopped unaliving us a long time ago. But since they want to still play those kind of tactics, y'all now woke up the whole community. Y'all now woke
No,
all of us up,
no.
even the
I think
slow ones.
Some of these
Even the
I think
slow
principal
ones that's
niggas is
still
asleep.
fucking up, they woke up. They just got to get past their ego and the money.
I
Once
think
they get
people
no,
past their ego and the money, I
it'll
feel like
happen.
they'll start moving towards the right direction.
Look, it'll happen once niggas really get uncomfortable. When they get too uncomfortable to give a fuck about anything. You know what I mean? So
I
that's
mean,
probably when
in
it's
my
gonna hit.
opinion, from young eye opinion,
It's getting there.
I
Like,
I feel
Look,
like hey, I feel like just with how things are going, it's not waking everyone up. It's either some people are getting woken up, other people are acknowledging it, but still putting it on the back burner, saying it's not dealing with them, it's not really affecting anything dealing with their lives. And
they
then
come.
you got the other people who, you know, see that and probably see that there's really no point. You have people in this world who has depression and have mental things going on. So probably seeing something like that is like there's no point in even
triggering.
going and trying.
And that's what I'm
So why
saying.
even do it?
That's what I'm saying. I'm so traumatized. I'm so traumatized. I'm scared to leave my house because I'm scared somebody gonna do something to me or something. It's too much racial tension out there. I'm traumatized. So some people won't leave their house. You know what I'm saying?
That shit gonna
Yeah.
eventually come to you. Niggas gonna start kicking in your
You
door.
can't be scared to walk your truth. You can't be scared to walk your line, your path.
Yeah, but at the same time it's like the black people that are woke, they will try to wake people up online because that's what everyone's doing. But everyone can just scroll and just, get you out of their algorithm. You need to start in your community. Go door to door, start with your friend group, and then go in their friend group, in their family, do all that. So it can start in the community and actually be within the person and not on their phone.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm gonna be honest.
Because
At this point, I'm at the point to where I'm just gonna focus on my own growth. You can preach whatever to a nigga, they ain't gonna pick it up, unless they want to. You know what I mean? All you can do is
They're going to
plant
have to
seeds.
walk through their own experiences and their own choices. Hopefully, they choose right. You know what I'm saying? We now seeing so many patterns, but yet the wool is over so many eyes and they continue to do the same thing, trying to get a different result. And we all know that's insanity. Come on now,
yeah,
people. Look at the picture. Step outside the box called your life and actually look at it from the outside
Hey, look, I
and
tried to
see what's
put,
going on. And you will save yourself a lot of, issues.
you know, almost be fighting and arguing with niggas all the time when I used to try to put niggas on to some real shit. Y'all niggas could do what you want to do. You know what I mean? The seed is planted. Y'all niggas could do what you want to do. I'm gonna be on the shit that I'm on. You know what I mean? You're gonna see me grow. You know what I mean? Anybody come and ask for a word, and I'll give them some real shit. You know, I'm just not about to keep going out of my way for motherfuckers who ain't about to be picking up.
Right.
Shit.
I feel you
You know
on that. I feel you on that. And it be wilding me out when a lot of people want to blame black women for the things that be going on. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Just because we birthed the nation don't mean we raised it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
If y'all is the only ones raising it, that's an issue with itself.
I mean,
You know
some
what I mean?
people are raised by their situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I feel
like,
like
yeah,
accountability got to be had on all hands. People's too busy
right.
worried about this and that. It's the women, it's the men. It's both in its own different ways. You know what I mean? And we all
And
got
you
to
can
look
also
at
put
stuff
it on the
and grow.
community too, because
Yeah.
as a community, you want to live in an area that's going to benefit your children. You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of people in the community just to tear it down. I know when I grew up in the hood. You feel me? When I came up, we was picking up our area. You know what I'm saying? We was picking up trash and stuff that
And
was
you
in our
also,
community because we knew we was living in a bad area, but it didn't look like it was a bad area. We kept that
the
shit clean.
community, but the community is like this. We don't own, a lot of the times we don't own shit up in there. You know what I mean? So people don't got that, and they know that the people that sell you shit, they low key hate you. You know what I mean? So they don't, subconsciously, it's like, nigga, fuck these niggas. You know what I mean? That's probably what it's like. You know, we need more black businesses and we need more black community. Yeah, I agree with
Right.
that because
And people need to start living through their heart. You know what I'm saying?
some of the times back in the day when the parents wasn't around, there was somebody who was responsible in the neighborhood that if they seen your child doing something that they wasn't supposed to do or being somewhere they wasn't supposed to be, they'll say something to them and shit. Nowadays you can't talk to nobody kids. You can't say shit to nobody kids. You know what I mean? Even if it's some real shit. People was ignorant as fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because when I was growing up, like, the community was your parent also, because if they seen you out there doing something you shouldn't be doing, they gonna let you know, and they gonna let your mama know too. So when you got home, it's like you got disciplined twice or maybe 3 times if you still had your father in the home.
Yeah, we were about
You
that.
know?
And like that saying, you can't raise a kid without a village too. Something like that. A village need help too.
And the
Whatever.
village now is these influencers and these fucking celebrities and shit. You know, that's where a lot of the time these kids be paying their attention to and be getting gain from these people. And a lot of these people don't got any type of. A lot of these people be idiots. You know, some of them people be decent, some of them be idiots, some of them just be pushing kids down the wrong way purposely. You know what I mean? And, you know, they know what they're doing.
Right. It's their mission to make sure that person don't make it and stuff like that, you know?
Especially with
Yeah,
the
and with
because
the music especially.
I seen a video of the music. I think I tried to send it, but Carisha don't let her kid you listen to all that shit. You know what I mean? That she be playing and speaking and preaching. So you could push poison to our kids, but you don't want your kids to listen to the shit.
Right. And you know what another thing is
There's
for
idiots
the
in this.
industry to want to push that music and not hold her accountable for what may happen because of that music that people listen to, then they can't say they can push these content creators for their viewers that listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they using a lot of people content and stuff to go up against people, to get people, to charge people. They still shooting fucking firecrackers. Are you serious?
You know, And people always say that it's just music, it's just entertainment, blah 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 blah. It ain't hurting nobody. Then y'all people need to look at the research that they did on how that shit affects people.
Not only the research, bro. If the music wasn't affecting us like that, then why Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X still not here? I'll wait.
I mean, I can't answer that because I can't see the connection of those, but I'll
You
wait
can't
as
see the
well.
connection. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, they used to do speeches. That's a form of artistry. It used to be played over the television, over the radio.
But a speech
You
is different
understand
from
what
music.
I'm saying? No, it's really not, because it's all projecting a message. It's just in a different form of projection. One is one is audio, which is a cappella, and the other one has a beat on it.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if we go it even a little bit further, it's just like a preacher preaching to his congregation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what
Yes,
I'm
I see.
saying?
Yes.
So
we
a
are-
lot of people looking at it differently. They really trying to say the shit Young Miami is saying is black culture. Black people ain't never used to steal and scam and boost and shit and stuff like that.
Yeah, they don't know.
We
but
can
real
tell
black
you
culture.
the ethnicities that was doing that shit. You feel me? They try to say that the rug, you know, that black people, that's their community, that's their culture, you know, DRUG. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. That stuff was planted into our community. And what do black people do when they get crumbs or when they get some bull BS? We make that shit and we turn it into gold. And they mad that we profited off of what they threw in the hood. And now it's a lot of YTs passing away from opioids overdose. So now let's crack down. And let's once again blame it on the black community. It's their culture. Just because we talked about it don't mean that's what it, you know what I'm saying? That was what we was living. That's what we was seeing. People need to go deeper into the lyrics and stuff like that. But I still don't agree with Young Miami shit. Period. Every scammer I met wasn't black. Every booster I met, I used to work at Walmart. Every person I caught stealing was white. You know, you had a few black people, but it was majority white.
Yeah, you know, they make sure they push this this music to the youth. You know what I mean? 'Cause the youth is impressionable. People in general is impressionable. You know, people mood to change based off of music. People mindset to change based off of music. You know what I mean?
People doing it for popularity.
That's why I stopped listening to certain shit too. Some of this
Right,
shit
because people
goes
don't know
with
how to
energy.
think.
'Cause this shit do got an energy behind it. You know, and
Right.
there's a reason that they push this music on the frequency that they push it on.
Exactly. Bro, you remember back in the day when we had albums? When we used to play around with albums and people used to play them backwards?
Mm-hmm.
That part.
Yeah.
Still have albums till this day.
They still got albums to this day, but you know how people is. Everything is online. Why go get an album? People don't know the authenticity of, you know.
Well, some people today use that for aesthetics. Like they collect them and then they probably use them. Like, I mean, we do know someone who collects and use them. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I
But-
feel like they purposely making everything streaming for a reason. They
So
turning
they can
everything
control it.
digital. Yeah, they can control it. They can change it. They can alter it.
They can edit it.
Start making everything AI since you don't have to
They
physically
can
buy it.
reuse it,
They got
copyright it.
they got
They
movies that's
making
on.
money off of your shit.
They got movies that's on VHS that if you go to the copy that's on Netflix or on Amazon or on one of these streaming services, it's a different version. They got shit cut out. They got shit altered completely.
Wow.
You know, and then outside of that, if everything goes down, do you got access to that? If you know, you could probably get, you know, if internet don't work, you could probably get a VHS to play some stuff, you know, or a DVD player to play some stuff still. But if the internet go down, you ain't be able to watch none of that stuff you were streaming, no matter what it is. All the stuff they putting onto a cloud, and the cloud they're gonna connect to some AI. Watch, they're gonna connect it to some AI. They're gonna know what you think, what you do, your mental processes, everything that's, you know, about you. We depend too much on digital stuff. We didn't have this shit for all the time.
Right. I'm starting to see more and more androids and shit in well, let me say robots in commercials.
They say right now, if one of the worst things that can happen to people, if all the electricity and stuff go out and it don't come back on, it's out indefinitely. You know, people should be able to live without electricity, but you know, I mean, without electricity that's from.
I mean, as long as you still got fire, right? As long as you still got fire.
But a lot of people will go, you know, will be unalived and stuff if that happens. You know, a lot of people won't make it. You know, people's mind states a shift too. Their mind states a shift. You know, people will act and do things that they wouldn't do under other circumstances. And yeah, so all these people who so used to being comfortable, they probably gonna be the worst ones, acting the worst.
Yeah.
You know, when shit hits the fan.
So get comfortable being uncomfortable.
You know,
because it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Black people, we was always known for and always had to make shit scratch. You know, so when people think every time these white people be mad saying they struggling, black people be straight. Because we already dealt with shit like that on, you know, more often than they do. So
right. And I feel like if people change due to whoever's in office, you fake as fuck. You fake as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
People don't know who they are. People don't know what they want. People don't know their history. You know, people are lost and they looking. I don't know what the fuck they look for when they look for a leader or somebody to follow or whatever the fuck they look for. You know, I'm at this point to where niggas should just look inside themselves and be their own fucking leader. You know,
I agree.
Right? If something don't sound right, it ain't right. If something iffy about the shit, look into it.
Right. Sometimes stop second guessing yourself because sometimes that gut feeling is the feeling you need to go with.
And people can have all the confidence in the world and they could be complete idiots that don't do shit. So that's because the person may talk well or, you know, do this or that well, don't mean that they got your best interest in hand. You know, people could play you like a fiddle, you know. I be seeing a lot of times where these people be getting caught up where they be getting infiltrated and this guy's a cop. They be just meeting these niggas a lot of the time. You know what I mean? I feel like these people be wanting friends. They be wanting somebody to talk to. They want a motherfucker to relate to. If you hit them fucking nose, these motherfuckers gonna be saying too much.
Yes, I totally agree with you on that. And I mean, we were talking about celebrities and stuff like that. I did have some videos. They were the last 2 videos that we do have. If you guys want to play that, it's up to y'all. Okay.
He smashed Hallie's head into the steering wheel, dragged her by her hair in front of the child. Send this nigga to hell. Y'all need to get this nigga. I just talked about this in my last video. I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, I don't know what happened. I'm not gonna push no narratives. But she got picture proof and she has no reason to lie. You smashed her face into a steering wheel, my nigga? Dragged her by her hair? Give this nigga life. Give this nigga life in prison. This be the problem with people on the internet, bro. You never know who people really are. How evil do you gotta be to beat on the Little Mermaid, nigga? That's the Little Mermaid, nigga. She's untouchable. Not only that, she's the woman, the mother of your child. And Hallie ain't hurting the fly. She ain't hurting nobody. You chipped her tooth. Tooth is chipped. This ain't the WWE. Fuck is wrong with you, Daryl? Fuck is you doing, Daryl? And you had so many people on your side taking your side. Like, damn, Hallie fucked up for TK taking Halo away, all shit in that. And you beating on her, bruh. Putting your hands on her, bruh. That ain't right, and you know that. There is zero coming back from this nigga. This nigga just solely lost the support from black women, from some black men, all the children around the world, because he beating.
More facts that they want to ignore. Not only did Jay-Z want Aaliyah, he wanted Blue Cantrell. He turned Beyonce into Blue. More facts that they want to ignore. Not only did Jay-Z want Aaliyah, he wanted Blue Cantrell. He turned Beyonce into Blue Cantrell. See, y'all ain't old enough to remember who Blue Cantrell is. Blue Cantrell is also Beyonce's blueprint, all the way down to the exact tan, the blonde streaked hair. Baby, Blue Cantrell was that, okay? He couldn't be with Blue Cantrell. So he says to himself, he pulled a Kanye, well, he'll just create another one. And he did just that. Blue Cantrell wasn't going for none of the games, none of the nonsense that he was having, okay? And even before her, he wanted Aaliyah. Aaliyah was with Dame. Y'all have to be old enough to remember all this stuff. So when you want to speak about, oh, this, oh, Beyonce, this and that, you have to state the facts. That's all we say. The fact that y'all don't even know who Blue Cantrell is, you don't even need to be in this conversation. You had to have lived it and been there to know it. That's why I told the Native community, don't be pressed about her disrespect. She let her baby...
As far as the first video, do they got video of him doing that?
The guy saying that Haley did post evidence of it on her story on Instagram, on her social media. She did post evidence of it, stating the fact that he did do those things. And I guess there's already a divide on who's supporting him and who's not.
Oh, no.
I wasn't able to capture those videos because I do not follow her. I follow her sister. But
I probably ain't gonna believe that shit unless I see a video, because I heard some shit about her. You know what I mean? But if there's a video of it, yeah, then fuck the nigga. You know what I mean? But I don't know, because you could post the after effects and that don't mean shit. She did that on what? Love Don't Cost a Thing. Well, not Love Don't Cost a Thing. Thin line between love and hate. She beat herself up and made it seem like Martin did it. You know what I mean? So
remember that clip.
So I gotta go gotta see the video. I heard some shit about her, you know.
Okay, well, what I will do, I will see if I could find the video in the next stream. I'll upload the video and show you so we could, get your new outtake on the update.
Yeah, but if he did
Sounds
do
good to
that,
me.
that's shitty, and that's shit gonna reflect badly upon, what I don't know if the child is a woman or a man. I mean, a boy or a girl, but
It's a boy.
It's gonna reflect on how he treat women. When he become a man,
Yeah.
he could either be somebody who's against that 100%, or somebody who sees that as an option.
See that as a normal thing. Like,
Yeah.
okay, my dad did this to my mom, so it's normal,
Yeah.
depending on how the relationship goes.
Yeah, but if it is just a farce and she made it up, have made him not trust women.
Right.
So it's bad on both ends. What I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I already know that they've been going back and forth with some shit. You know, over the
Yeah.
last year
It's
or
like
two.
they fighting over the baby at this point.
You know, so I don't know who to believe. I don't really follow either of them. I just heard shit about both of them. You know what I mean? I just never heard anything about him put hands on somebody like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that don't mean that he ain't doing it and he ain't capable of it. You know, I just got to see a little bit more, other than some death.
Yeah. What about the second video?
Blue Contrail. I remember a few songs from Blue Contrail. She do
All that
look
shit
like
she
she
said
had
was
a
true. So
similar Beyonce aesthetic. You know,
To be honest, I don't know Blue Control.
we can Google her later.
The song that I remember from her.
Blue Control was good. She was a good artist. And she was just taken from us too soon. Period. Like
She alive, right?
artists just were.
I'm talking about musically.
Jay-Z be doing that shit. He come around and he fuck up. The next thing you know, people's careers is just over. You know, so
right.
Depending on how you end up on what side of you, how you're dealing with them, you're gonna not have a career. You're gonna have a decent one or all right one.
Right.
Or it's just gonna be gone after he leaves.
Yeah, like Whitney Houston. Who was around Whitney Houston? Like, who was the cause of that allegedly?
Clive Davis.
Why I heard it was Brandy and Ray.
Ray J apparently, I think they said that he did it. You know, he was the last person that seen her alive. You know, but I heard it was all from Clive. And Clive recently died. Clive Davis recently died within this month, I believe.
Are they old? Because
he was 94.
wasn't Whitney a long time ago?
He was 94. Clive Davis been using and abusing people since he got in. I think he was the one who fucked over Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? A lot of people end up dead. I think Janis Joplin for sure, but a lot of people end up dead after dealing with him, or end up with all their shit gone.
Just bad deals.
They say he put on the person that put on Diddy, so he was above all of them niggas.
Question: y'all think they were trying to do that to Monica?
I don't know.
Oh, not Monica, Monique.
What are you talking about?
Monique, the comedian, the big girl. She always kind of has an attitude in her roles, or she's funny, always supporting like the big girl role.
Her. They blackballed her. The people who blackballed her was Tyler Perry and Oprah.
But do you think they was trying to like do like a Whitney Houston number on her, or no?
No.
I don't think she would have let them get close enough. You know what I mean? To do that shit. That's why they low key was trying to. Maybe if they could have got her husband out the way, they don't like her husband being around her and having so much dealings with her business either. People always say something about that. So if he wasn't around and if it was just her by herself, I think maybe she would have been more vulnerable to things like that. I think she said something. I think she said something similar. I mean, not to the context of death or anything, but I think she said something similar that if she was out there alone without that she would be less protected or some shit, and they'll be able to think that they can do whatever.
Yeah.
I could be misquoting, but I think I've seen an interview with her saying something like that. So
interesting. Well, that's interesting.
And it reminds me of the LeVar Ball when he was trying to get his kids and telling them not to get into shoe contracts and you know, he was trying to keep all the money in house instead of putting it to all these companies and stuff. They ain't like that because they was trying to say he was, you know, a bad father and stuff, based off of stuff like that. But you're trying to make sure that your kids have the best, you know, financial outcome of it based off of, and plus these companies be taken from people. You know, they manipulate people. They use their power and they you know, prestige to get people to sign contracts that they think is gonna benefit them later on. Like, I'll do this for now. You know, I don't want to lose the opportunity. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, people just need to know their value.
Yeah, totally understandable with that one because I've seen a post of Taja P. Henson. She was explaining that she got around like a few $1,000s or $100,000 for doing a role, and then due to taxes, ended up being around 75,000, and then she had to pay her team, and then after that, she really didn't have enough money, so she used the rest of the 2K for her son's month of school or year of school.
That movie she did with Oprah, she got paid $50,000 for. That one, that one that they did, The Color Purple, and then I think that's why Oprah and them she said something low key about it and the challenges, the blah 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 during that movie. That's why Oprah was low key giving her the cold shoulder during that whole opening type shit. And that was a little thing back then. But yeah, she didn't get paid for that. They push it like, okay, you get this, it's gonna win the Oscar, and then you'll be able to get paid millions on your next one. And Tyler Perry be pushing that. They push it to black people. That's why they only fucking hire black people for their movies and shit.
Yep. But you see, Taja P. Henson is in the new Tyler Perry movie, the third sequel of Why Did I Get Married, replacing Janet Jackson at that.
They're making another Why Did I Get Married? I might see that.
Yeah, everyone's in there except for Janet Jackson. And you know, the last movie, her divorced, her ex-husband, you know, passed. So I don't know how they was gonna bring her back for Why Did I Get Married?
I'm glad she ain't in it. I did not like her character at all.
I'm not gonna lie, me either.
She got her husband. She got Malik Yoda killed.
I didn't mind that part. I just didn't like her character. Probably because she had a soft voice and her just being, you know, a therapist, like a couple therapists and a teacher is like I don't see a strong voice into that. Like you need to have a strong voice. Until she started yelling, that was the best scene from her that I've seen. Her yelling and breaking everything. That was the best scene.
She's been wanting to break shit her whole fucking life. I just want.
Yeah, this was a good
live discussion.
Yeah, this was a good live discussion. I enjoyed it.
Yes, it was. I enjoyed it too. How you guys feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hype us up.
I feel like maybe me not liking her character means that she did what she was supposed to do in that role. You know, that's what I be thinking. Maybe she wasn't supposed to be. I didn't like her character. Maybe we ain't supposed to like all the characters. You know. I didn't like that one black dude either. The one that Jill Scott was fucking with. I ain't like that nigga either.
The bald-headed one?
Yeah, I ain't like him.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
He was an asshole in that. I would have let it die. I was just funny.
But yeah, it was a good discussion, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I know we had multiple topics to talk about today, but tomorrow we're going to be bringing back a discussion we haven't talked about in a minute, and it's relationship, couple topics. You know what I mean? So let's get straight into it. We got a lot to discuss. We got a lot. So tune in to us next time to get more on the scoop.
Right. We supposed to break it down. So you married couple, you single couples, the people that's dating. I said single couples. The people that are
Yeah.
single and stuff, make sure y'all tune in. Cause a lot of people talking online some bullshit. Just keeping it 100.
Oh,
But we
I'm
thank
trying
y'all
to.
for like,
Oh shit! I'm trying to see what bullshit they talking.
Yeah,
man,
it's a lot.
man, it's so much. So much. So stay tuned. You simps, y'all join in too. You so-called alpha males, y'all join in too. Or what they call them? They more so on the red pill side. What they call them? No, the manosphere. They on the
I don't know.
manosphere.
All of this
Y'all
shit is
come
confusing.
tune in. Tune in. Tune in.
Yeah.
For real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all faking
make
shit
sure-
they be faking stuff for this Instagram and the TikToks and the YouTube and stuff like that. Nah, let's have an open conversation. A real open conversation. And y'all can
Yeah,
confess
so-
some stuff too. We take all confessions. Hit the email, drop your confession, let's talk about it.
Or the DMs. But yeah, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And have a nice day.
Until next time.
Look who you tried to save. Look how they tried to do you. You only pumped your brakes. There are higher stakes. They just be trying to confuse you. They trying to make you break. But I refuse to. We're bound with blessings. Done stressing my way in depression. I've learned my lesson. I've taken a word from his message. This is my confession. This is high confessions. This is high confessions. Look who you tried to save. Look how they tried to do you. You only pumped your brakes.